1995 to about 1998, Priscilla Whitman was a regular fixture here on About Town, but then we lost track of her. Today, we get to solve the mystery. I am so excited to see you, Priscilla.
Well, Kathy, I am just as excited, if not more, to be here. I cannot believe I'm here back in Irving after all these years.
Well, and back in the United States, because that's part of the mystery. You didn't just leave town or the state.
No.
You left the country.
I did indeed. I met a man, of course, that often is the case, and then I went to Germany. And he's German, lived in Germany from 2001, and then 4 of those years we spent in the UK in London, and then back to Germany. So I've been now 13 years gone.
I love the story of how you met him because you had an exchange student, right?
I did. It wasn't supposed to happen that way, but it did. What happened is I wanted to move to Europe ever since I was a young girl, and then I found myself a single mom with 2, small children, and it was virtually impossible to do that. And so what I did, I thought, well, if I can't go to Europe, I'll bring Europe to me. So I hosted an exchange student. She happened to be from Germany, and lo and behold, she goes back to Germany. 2 years later, comes back with her father for a visit and says, oh, by the way, my dad doesn't speak any English. So here I am with my little dictionary trying to find, understand. He did speak some, of course, as all Germans do. But to make a very long story short, I ended up marrying him. And
that's lovely. That's a lovely story. And you absolutely deserve to be able to find that in your life. So UK and then Germany.
Yeah. And we're in Dusseldorf now. We've lived in Berlin. We lived in Baden-Württemberg in southern Germany. And then, of course, London for 4 years. My husband wanted to go to an English-speaking country, so we went to the UK. And that was a grand experience. I mean, that was another world, living in a bedsit like a student, and then actually to getting a flat. And
oh, how
great.
fun!
It was,
so you've had
it was an
adventures.
Experience. Yes.
So I know that because of the work that you did with us, that you've got a background in television and performing and that kind of thing. Is that still a part of your life?
Well, I do. I filmed a couple little independent films with a producer now and then in Berlin that I work with, and then I just did a little small blurb for one of a reality show on the German TV. It's for Sat.1. It hasn't aired yet, but I'm waiting to see. But it was in German, so I feel pretty cool about that.
Yeah, that is very cool. So I take it, perfected your German.
Ah, ja, ich kann Deutsch reden, aber ich weiß es nicht.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
I managed to get by.
That is absolutely wonderful. So I see that you have a few little projects here. Tell us about your CD.
Well, this actually I started in when I lived here in Dallas, and it was as a missions project for Cuba. I had gone on several missions trips there and then was invited to sing, and the pastors came to me and said, well, don't you have something to leave with us? Well, being a composer and having a degree in music, I decided I should put something together. Things happened, and I was able to put this together. It took me a good 10 years to do it. I ended up having it mastered in Vienna, Austria. So it's very international. It's gone from Austin to San Antonio to Dallas to, Europe and now to Cuba.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I give it away to the churches there.
Well, you know what? I'm going to thoroughly enjoy listening to it, and I am thrilled to see you. So you have to promise me that the next time you're in the United States, we carve out some time so that you can sit over here in the host seat with me, and we can do it all over again.
I promise, Kathy. It is so good to be back, and so good to see you, and back to be here with everyone at ICTN, too.
Yeah, it's thrilling to see you, too. Back to you, Jill.
Thanks, Kathy.